I'd like to present the Beacon of Democracy Award to an incredible reporter, Scott Wong. Prior to 2012, President Obama had never attended a large AAPI gathering, despite doing so for other constituencies. And he, in fact, published an article on that effort, and guess what the headline read? It said, "Asian caucus to Obama, don't ignore us." So we did mobilize a huge number of members of Congress, political appointees, donors, community leaders, business leaders, and so many others. And finally, all that effort paid off. He did attend the APAC's Gala in 2012. So eventually all that advocacy does pay off. And I thank Scott for being such a strong part of it. He is ensuring that our community is not forgotten when diverse stories are being told. So I am so pleased to present this incredible award, the Beacon of Democracy Award, to Scott Wong.
I'll say a couple words. Walking from the Capitol tonight, I passed by the Japanese Internment Memorial, which is just across the street here. And I sometimes go there to take a break from just the craziness on Capitol Hill. And at the very center, there's a sculpture of two Japanese cranes that are entangled in barbed wire. And on one of the walls is the name of one of the internment camps. It's called Gila River, Arizona, and there's a number next to it that says 13,348. That's the number of people that were interned in that internment camp during World War II. Well, two of those people, of the 13,348, were my grandparents. And at Gila River, they didn't have the right to vote. They didn't have any representation in Congress. And they had very few journalists who were willing to tell their stories. Essentially, they had no voice. 2 generations later, I realized that I'm incredibly fortunate to have a voice in Washington, protected by the First Amendment and the Constitution that ultimately failed my grandparents during World War II. I have the ability to pose tough questions to the Speaker of the House and to freely roam the halls of Congress and ask tough questions of lawmakers like Grace Meng and Judy Chu on tax reform and health care. To really have a front row seat to history. And as I look across this room, I'm incredibly inspired to see so many AAPIs here in Washington who are also dedicated to their causes, who are fighting the good fight, and whether that's on Capitol Hill or in the administration or out in the field like Christine Chen, helping people take part in the political process. And so in big and small ways, I feel we are all giving a voice to our AAPI community. Thank you very much.